English-speaking Armenia lovers.
Greetings to Armenia enthusiasts and Ararat aficionados.
We salute you from a country where Noah parked his ark, where wine was invented, where the Kardashians were conceived.
Together with One Armenia, we proudly present the Spyurk Report. First of all, happy belated holidays, folks. Extremely belated, yet happy.
We just finished the whole holiday extravaganza, which involves a lot of complicated cultural nuances.
Well, that's not exactly true. Holidays here are about great food, friends, food, family, and of course, great food.
In that order. In fact, Armenians celebrate Christmas on January 6th. And not December 25th.
Yeah, we like to stand out in the crowd.
But most Armenians won't admit it. Our compatriots in the diaspora have capitalized on this and have doubled the time they spend with food and family. Lucky bastards.
We also try to give Jesus the privilege of a divorced child. 2 birthdays, 2 Christmases, and the Armenian shame that comes with coming from a divorced family. It builds character.
And just to give you guys a taste of what typical Armenian New Year table looks like, we crashed into a typical Armenian apartment of a typical Armenian family and had a typical great time. Please enjoy the video.
Hi. Բարև ձեզ, շնորհավոր ձեր նոր տարին։ Շնորհավոր։ Hey. Happy New Year.
Hello.
This is Christmas. New Year. It's New Year. Because Christmas, yeah, we celebrate New Year like hardest.
Yeah, and we're really going to town on New Year. And here is our friend Vahan, or as we call him, Vahan, who's gonna
New Year
helping
expert.
us appreciate the whole New Year experience.
So,
Vahan, what is New Year for you as a person, as an Armenian person?
It's a hard time to eat and drink and eat. Շնորհավոր ժողովուրդ։
Շնորհավոր։
Let's start with introducing the king of the table. What is this?
It is traditional Armenian bud.
Bud.
Bud is from pork.
The master of the domain cuts the bud. Nobody else is allowed, right?
Oh yeah, fantastic, yeah.
No, I tested it and bud is good.
Armenian blinchik.
Blinchik.
Okay, so every house you go to offers you blinchik, and there's a competition, ongoing competition on whose blinchik is the best. That sounds like a 10.
Oh yeah.
I told Narek I thought his blinchiks were the best.
Oh yeah.
But I'm gonna share the same lavish flattery onto you.
What, you're saying my blinchik is not the best?
No, I'm saying it's the other best, you know.
Traditionally, every Armenian family has a pineapple among the fruits, but it is very frowned upon to cut it.
I'm gonna try to touch this pineapple and watch what Van is gonna do to me as I try to touch it.
Happy New Year again.
Happy New Year.
Oh, tell us about kufta.
Traditional Armenian kufta.
Yes. Okay. Is this from Javar kufta, Echmiadzin style? What's the difference?
Echmiadzin is better.
It's like jello meat. It's meat that tastes like, that feels like jello. Butter this year is the most expensive thing on this table.
Oh, they got butter?
Because butter prices skyrocketed, went up.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, this, I'm gonna eat this butter.
The most expensive one you should eat.
I'm gonna eat the hell out of this butter.
Lavelnink.
Lavelnink. The shortest toast in the world is
Anahit!
There he says again.
Kanik!
Oh my god!
Traditional Armenian dolma!
In grape leaves. This is Armenian sushi rolls.
Chag aroch bakhtavor.
It's gonna be very different.
Chag aroch bakhtavor. Fat, healthy and lucky.
Lucky, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good combination.
Coffee! Coffee!
Narek Coffee!
Coffee!
Coffee?
Coffee!
Coffee?
Coffee in Armenian means
Coffee.
get the fuck out of here.
Can I have some cake?
Help yourself. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So whenever you get offered coffee, just beware that people are telling you, let's call it a night.
Oh yeah.
Not a bit.
Ah, it's a different vodka.
Not
Are you
it.
kidding me?
No, it is the same.
Yes.
Yeah. More coffee.
Let's get the hell out of here.
David, Zernel, Afrika. This is how it's done.
US Department of State has released a list of safe and not so safe countries.
And guess where Armenia is mentioned? Come on, take a wild guess.
Not to confuse this list with another list released by the White House about shithole countries. This is a different.
Yeah, this is a totally different list.
Okay, now stop guessing because you probably are getting this wrong anyway. Armenia is ranked freaking awesome.
Armenia was marked blue, placing it among the safest countries for travel. The report was released by the Department of State and included all countries, which were split into 4 categories so that Americans know where to travel.
Yes! And now Americans know exactly where to travel.
So if you're hesitating between Armenia and, say, Canada, forget about Canada.
Yes. So the choice is pretty clear. Visit either Armenia or Norway.
Norway?
Trump mentioned Norway. He loves Norway because probably they're white and have blue eyes and are blonde.
Not that we care what Trump thinks, but there are a lot of blonde Armenians.
Natural blonde?
Some.
I'm the only naturally blonde Armenian in the house tonight, however.
So sweet.
But that's not why you should visit Armenia.
Security!
Normal precautions. The State Department qualifies Armenia as a low-risk country. Any foreign travel has contingency risks, but that's it. There are no more risks associated with traveling to Armenia.
No risk at all.
Whatsoever.
Unless, of course, you refuse to eat Uncle Ashot's khorovats.
Or drink Samvel's moonshine vodka.
Or eat more barbecue as directed.
Or buckle up in a taxi which jinxes the drive.
Yeah. Other than that, you should be fine.
Georgia is the only neighboring country in the low-risk category. Meanwhile, Azerbaijan is considered a second-category risk country by the US. There, you need to take special measures, since terrorist groups may stage attacks.
Yes! I mean, no. I'm definitely not excited about so much terrorism going on in Azerbaijan.
We're not excited. We feel bad, actually.
But you know what they say about Azerbaijan?
What?
Don't go there. And not just there.
Think twice before visiting Russia or Turkey. This warning implies a significant threat to travelers.
No Turkey and Russia for you, US travelers. Good thing Turkey decided to build a wall around our border.
True, and not just that. There's a bunch of other very unexpected second-rate countries you may want to avoid for a while.
According to State Department.
Among European countries, France, Britain, and Spain are also second-category countries for US travelers.
Thus, we rest our case.
Yes, we do.
And if that's not enough, check out how this Harvard student is getting off in Armenia.
There's our new local star, Michael He.
Bari Yaravot, it's a beautiful summer morning here in Yerevan. I'll be living here for about 2 months, so I wanted to show you some of my favorite places here in Armenia.
He even visited one Armenia headquarters in Yerevan because that's what you do when you visit Armenia.
We gotta track him down, by the way.
Totally.
All right, so stay tuned with the Spyurk Report. The Armenian community, the best community since the gathering on Noah's Ark, has been disrupted. Disrupted by one of our favorite shows, The Daily Show.
Some claim that the host Trevor Noah offended Armenians. Others claim it was an innocent joke, not targeting us at all.
So before coming to any conclusion, the Spyurk Report did something unusual. We didn't listen to Uncle Rafi retelling that video. We didn't read Aunt Anahit's comment on Facebook. We went and watched the alleged video first.
A smart person would ignore the bull and carry on with his life. But Donald Trump is not that person.
Yesterday morning, Mr. Trump fired back at questions about his mental fitness with this tweet. Throughout my life, my two greatest assets have been mental stability and being like really smart. Not smart, but genius, and a very stable genius at that.
This is like really funny. Only Donald Trump could defend himself and in the same sentence completely undermine his whole points. You know, it would be like someone saying, I'm the most tolerant guy out there. Just ask this filthy Armenian.
And immediately the Armenian Bar Association, no, not that one, the one with the lawyers. Although that's a pretty good idea. The Armenian Bar Association and Armenian Rights Watch Committee issued a letter to Comedy Central.
Hell, even Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Armenia was aware of the issue. And believe you me, they're usually pretty indifferent to issues and foreign affairs.
Let's have a look at the letter first.
And now, 100 years after the genocide, and despite the welcome development of generations of enlightened people all around the world, The Daily Show and its Trevor Noah yesterday turned back the clock to a dark age when such reprehensible racial epithets as dirty Jew and lazy N-word were shamefully uttered.
Really? We have to bring genocide into this? Isn't that just a little bit of, what's the word, overreaction?
Yeah, let's use the genocide card wisely when somebody is trying to whitewash history or steal our cultural heritage or cut in front of us at the Starbucks.
Explaining and dissecting a joke is one of the worst tortures in the world. But I guess we have no choice. So, the joke went, I'm not the most tolerant guy out there. Just ask this filthy Armenian. It's not about Armenians being filthy, it's about that sad guy not being tolerant. Besides, we're neat freaks. Every Armenian has a grandma who cleans the house 4 times a day and still complains that it should be cleaner.
Replace it with filthy Portuguese or filthy Jews and the joke still works.
Yes. Can you hear that? That's a sound of a dying angel. Every time you dissect a joke, a comedy angel dies.
And that really stinks.
Yes. But there's more in the letter.
Oh, come on!
We do so only to illustrate the Daily Show's and Trevor Noah's cruel, crass, and callous stunt by referring to Armenians as filthy Armenians. Mr. Noah would never have dared describe Jewish or Black Americans in such despicable and vile ways.
Well, here's Trevor an episode later, right after Trump called African countries shithole countries.
And Trevor is from South Africa.
I don't know how to break this to you, but I think the president might be racist. No, wait, hear me out. I know I sound crazy. And you know what? Personally, as someone from South Shithole, I'm offended, Mr. President. Okay, I'm offended.
So I guess what we're trying to say is we love Armenia just as much as the next guy. But shows like The Daily Show have been mocking racism and discrimination for decades. And before we overreact and get all outraged, let's listen.
And if we keep getting outraged, soon there won't be any Mrs. Vardabirian jokes on the Big Bang Theory.
I love those.
Is that what you want?
You know, in our building, neighbors come and go. Well, it's very casual, no dress code. In fact, some mornings I'll just mosey down to the 3rd floor in my pajamas and have cereal with Mrs. Vardabirian.
Really? I've never once been invited to have cereal with Mrs. Vardabirian.
She doesn't like you.
And let's admit it, aren't we secretly proud that a show like House of Cards featured our very own Armenian power gang, not some other gang like Georgian power?
Actually, I wouldn't mind that. That's.
Oh yeah, what's next? The principal from The Simpsons, who's 40 and still lives with his mom, shouldn't be Armin Tanzarian?
No, that one was spot on. Lots of Armenians do that.
Oh, that shark, babe, has such teeth, dear, and it shows them a pearly white. Just a jackknife, where's all of my kid, the baby, and he keeps them out of sight. Do you know where that shark bites?